Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. By all means, I'm so pumped, so happy to be among you today here and to share a few words for the great opening of the 5th annual Water and Energy Week. Before I proceed further, for those of you who did not enjoy the beauty of this morning, please, I would really urge you, and I really mean it from my heart, just to go out for a minute or two, just to enjoy the beauty of the day today. And tell yourself what a wonderful, beautiful, marvelous day today. It is a wonderful, beautiful, marvelous day today for me at least, and I'm sure for the rest of the team here. We're really pleased to have such a beautiful environment outside, which, with breathing fresh oxygen and just looking at the beauty of the nature and be connected with nature. And this is what we need to do now, more than ever. And just get back and be connected to the beautiful surrounding and nature and be thankful for what we have. Be thankful for what we have. I think the corporate video has said it all, and Dr. Tariq was kind enough to almost emphasize and say everything, so I only have comments to say. So the third person, board person, in every presentations or in program, the third one would always give few comments only. But where to start? I was so inspired. I was so pumped up. My life has changed. You made me a better person. Such comments I always receive after every program. And this is what keeps me moving toward this. When you feel that the people's lives are changed, you've touched them somehow, you and the great speakers we have, by all means, this is what keeps me moving and giving more and more. And there is no time better than this time to be connected together. And there is no better theme to mold us together than we theme, that we all together. There is no secret to be revealed here when I speak about the coronavirus, for example, which was, talked about and said about late December last year and came to an existence in January. And, as today, every single second, not even a minute, a death toll keeps increasing, right? And we have seen how helpless we are. There was a point where we feel that we are the greatest. We know everything. We're so much connected. The artificial intelligence can do so much. The G5, and they start to be so much proud of ourselves, where we disconnected a little bit from the faith and the power of this universe, whatever you would believe in that power. If it's almighty power or it's a natural power, whatever you believe in, has proved to all of us we are really helpless. People are locked inside homes and flats to die there. To that extent, we are talking about mercy killing now, because we thought this is the way of getting away from this disease. And it's just a tiny, unseen creature of this nature, of this universe, of this almighty, whatever you would call it, and has done that much damage where no 2009 or 2008 or the great crash back into 1929 had affected. Billions of dollars and dollars are lost, and we have seen how we are connected. It is not a China problem, has become a universal problem. And this is what we said back in 2008 and 2009. And that was the basic reason why we created something called Alleem Business Congress. Where are we sitting all together here? It was 11 years back when I stood up on the podium and I said, you know what? This is a not US problem on the financial sector. It's going to be the whole world problems. And it was like a joke of the town. When I said this, they said, look at this guy, he's speaking nonsense. What is the global? This is a Lehman Brothers bank, it is a US, and nothing is gonna happen. Day after tomorrow, we're back to normal. And here we go, after 11 years, and we're still suffering from back of that event. And you could imagine how much time we'll be needing to recover from this virus, even if we fight the solution together. And now we found out Chinese cannot do it alone. We found out that China is appealing to everybody in the globe, and there are so much scientists trying to gather from every part of the globe whomever have a solution, sitting under one umbrella now, trying to find a solution, a way forward. And I think millions of lessons, they can be drawn from this incident or from this virus, because this is still going on. I cannot call it incidents, can't be really becoming a bigger and an issue. So what lesson here? The lesson is that we need to buckle up, we need to stand up together, we need to be history makers, creating a difference, sitting together, and let us leave the greed away from others, especially the branded or the big brand, the big organization. The time has come. We have seen your brand and your big name is not the way how you are looking at it. From this small startup in China with this virus, the big brand, they started to suffer, not only the people, everybody in the globe started to suffer. And if it is again continuous for weeks or months, you never know, you see what's going to happen. It is a really serious things happening. We are just underestimating. It's just like the financial crisis, when it started, we're underestimating it. We thought it's going within a week, things will be back to normal and it's nothing to be worried about. We have seen millions of jobs were lost because of that crisis. And we have seen the demographic and the political changes taking place all over the world because of this. And things are still on a high rise. When we say weak, it means that we need you. We need to work together. No one can fight things together. Believe it or not, it's not the media, the way how they visualize the world for us. We have become so much driven by the media that we became so much psychologically driven, not logically driven people. And I keep emphasizing, repeating this. Every Congress I stand up, I say we become very emotional, not logical people. We need to think in a logic way. We need to find solution. We need to stand up together. And this is what we try to do in this Congress. The world is so big to make business. The world is so big to discover new perspectives, a new way of doing things, to discover new customers. It just needs a little effort. Look at this beautiful small room here. Alhamdulillah, I'm really excited to see they're even bringing more tables at the back to catch up with the amount of people. Even though we keep the day one is very low profile in a way, because we call it Alleem Business Assembly, where we really need to get startup, just a warm-up for tomorrow and the day after, the Excellence Night, where we really recognize those achievers who've been doing some great job. So please, I'm lending my hand to every one of you here in this room. If you feel that you're a person or you're an organization, have a solution to make a better tomorrow, please step forward. We have over 100 organizations, not individual organizations. They have signed up with us, and they're global organizations. They sign with us because of what you see here on the screen. Very pathetic. That is the reality. That is the real world. It's not that beautiful environment that we're living here. You could imagine if you're one of your family member or you're one of those who are trying to do an homework or study and under such a circumstances, how tough life is. This is what keeps me awake. This is what keeps me moving. There's so much to do for the people if you want to do, right? So the world is too big, but look at it. Sometimes we feel that we are so much with artificial intelligence and we speak about 5G and we forget about the basic G. The ground, look at this. There are people who are drinking from such water. Look at this. And the list goes on and on. So we need your support. We need you to come forward. And thanks for the speakers who are going to speak today and tomorrow. We're talking about more than 30 plus speakers for the coming 2 days. So please, network with them. Capitalize on the knowledge. I always say that knowledge is really power if applied and shared. We need to apply the knowledge. We need to share the knowledge. But look how pathetic the pictures are. And they're not Photoshop pictures, they're a real picture. So there are people in the world They're living under such circumstances and conditions. Don't tell me you don't have a solution. I'm not talking about the financial solution. But we have global companies here, they have exceeded 100 years old, and they're on water management. So the world is too big for them to accommodate, but don't please overprice people and nations. And this is what's happening. You overprice and you start to talk about the financial market, that you're in the unicorn club now. You exceeded $1 trillion. What are you going to do with the money later on, that trillion? Then you start to give 100,000 US dollars and say, you know, my corporate social accountability is so big, I have given 100,000 US dollars or so and so country or company, and you make so hot air out of it. And then you die and you don't know what to do with your shareholding or the money you have. So stop for a moment. Find out your mission. Where are you going to? The years to come, for the coming 10, 15, 20 years, 25 years, where are you going to be? What roles you want to live in this world? Don't die empty. Do something. And this is a platform we're creating for all of you to be that person who enjoy each single minute of life and who contributes to a better tomorrow. Are you ready? You ready? I made you to look so serious, by the way, yeah? Anyway, so I have accomplished my mission then. Thank you very much. Thank you.